The North American natives were also, of course, unlawfully displaced, or their lands were seized, and their people were incorporated into the United States. The difference is that Hawaii was actually a sovereign state with a treaty on the same level as an equal in sovereignty to the United States, as well as to Great Britain and France and others. So there is a difference there in its stature and its protection under international law. So the United States has always treated the problems with the nations, with American Indian nations, as a domestic problem. But that is what they are attempting to do now with the Hawaiian Kingdom, to treat this as a domestic problem. And so the thing that is most glaring is that when we began to find out about the anomalies about what happened in 1890s and the takeover of the Hawaiian Kingdom, we started to really discover this in the 1970s. And by the 1990s, we became quite aware of it, to the point where the United States actually issued an apology for the taking of our nation without our people's consent. And that apology was issued in 1993, signed by Congress and by the President of the United States. So it became clear at that point that the United States knew exactly what it had done. It also became clear that the United States was now beholden to doing something to rectify or to resolve the situation of this inequitable taking over of another nation. So the United States set out to try to resolve it by treating Hawaii as an Indian nation, saying these are the parameters within the United States law that we can deal with the Hawaiian people. And in so doing, they neglected or failed to acknowledge the fact that this was an international breach of a breach of international law, not a breach of domestic law. And so the United States has been, since 1993, attempting to fix the matter under domestic law. But the more they attempt to do it, the more apparent it becomes that there is a real problem, that they are using the wrong remedy for the wrong illness or ailment. The Hawaiian people have, over the years, because of these attempts by the United States, have become much more aware of the fact that there is a problem here, and that the United States is trying desperately to solve the problem using its own solutions, and neglecting or simply not paying attention to the real solution, which is the return of the nation to the people of that nation.